Good morning, class. Today we are going to learn the chapter number 5, the fundamental unit of life, that is cell. Fundamental unit of life. As we know, each and every living organism, either it may be unicellular organism or multicellular, prokaryote or eukaryote, all animals, all organisms are made up of cell. That is why it is called structural and functional unit of life. Structural, it makes up the body. The body itself is made up of cell. It gives particular structure, shape to the body. Functional unit of life. It performs various functions like digestion, respiration, excretion, etc. Who discovered this cell first? Robert Hooke discovered cell first in the year 1665. Robert Brown in the year 1831 discovered nucleus in the cell. What is cell theory? There are three postulates in a cell theory. The first postulate is all living organisms are composed of cells. As I told you already, each and every organism is made up of cell itself, nothing else. Cell is the fundamental unit of life without which we cannot survive. All new cells come from pre-existing cells. New cells always arise from pre-existing cells or old cells through the process of cell division. Either it may be mitosis or meiosis. Mitosis and meiosis, these are the two types of cell division. Mitosis takes place in body cells. Meiosis takes place in reproductive cells. We'll discuss more about this in future concepts. Next, types of organisms on the basis of number of cells. There are two types of organisms based on the number of cells. What are those? Unicellular animals and multicellular animals. As the name indicates, unicellular, single, cellular, cell. The organism body itself is made up of only one cell. Everything, all chemical reactions takes place within single cell, like digestion, excretion, circulation, everything takes place within single cell. Example, amoeba, euglena, bacteria, paramecium. Now, multicellular organisms. If the organism possesses more than one cell in its body, then the organisms are called multicellular animals. Example, any higher animals you can write other than unicellular, plants and animals. Based on shape, the cells are classified into different types. Those are amoeboid shape. Example, WBC cell. What is amoeboid shape? Amoeba. The cell shape is irregular. There is no particular shape. That is why it is called amoeboid. Example for such kind of cell is WBC, white blood cell. Circular and biconcave. Circular or spherical and biconcave. Example, RBC cell, red blood cell. Initially, RBCs, when they are produced, they are circular in shape, but when they lose nucleus, it becomes biconcave on maturity. Now, bean-shaped cell, example, stomata. Long cell, example, nerve cell, long-shaped nerve cell or brain cell. There are two types of cells, prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Pro, first formed or primitive. Karyote, nucleus, primitive nucleus or false nucleus. Organisms possess primitive nucleus or false nucleus called prokaryotic cells or prokaryotic organisms. Eukaryotes, true, karyote, nucleus, true nucleus. Organisms which possess true nucleus are called eukaryotic cells or eukaryotic organisms. And membrane-bound organelles like Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, chloroplast, all these are absent. Membrane-bound organelles are absent in prokaryotic cell, whereas in eukaryotic cell, membrane-bound organelles are present. In case of prokaryotic cell, DNA or nuclear material is not covered by any nuclear membrane. That is why they possess false nucleus. In case of eukaryotic cell, as they have true nucleus, the nuclear material, why it is called true nucleus? The nuclear material, that is DNA, is covered by proper nuclear membranes, two nuclear membranes. That is why the nucleus is called true nucleus. And Membrane-bound organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, chloroplast, all these are present in case of eukaryotic cell. Examples of prokaryotic cells are bacteria, blue-green algae. Eukaryotic cells, examples are higher animals like animals and plants. Now, let us see the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells, the cell size is generally smaller than eukaryotic cell. It ranges from 0.1 micrometer to 10 micrometers. Usually, 1 millimeter is equal to 1000 micrometers. You just imagine the size 0.1 to 10 micrometers. Very small, very minute. We should observe only under microscope, without which we cannot see these cells. Example, bacteria. Eukaryotic cell. The size of cell is generally large compared to prokaryotic cell. Example, it ranges from 5 micrometer to 100 micrometers. Now, in case of prokaryotic cell, nucleus is absent. That is, nuclear membrane is absent. Nuclear material is not surrounded by any nuclear membrane. In case of eukaryotic cell, nucleus is present. That is, nuclear material is surrounded by proper nuclear membranes or two nuclear membranes. It contains single chromosome. Prokaryotic cell contains only one chromosome. All genetic material present within single chromosome. In case of eukaryotic cell, it contains more than one chromosome. Membrane-bound organelles are absent in case of prokaryotic cell. What are membrane-bound organelles? These are small organs present in the cytoplasm covered by membranes. These membrane-bound organelles are absent in case of prokaryotic cell. But in case of eukaryotic cell, membrane-bound organelles are present. Example, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, chloroplast. All these are present. Cell division takes place by fission or budding. One cell is divided into two daughter cells in prokaryotic cell. In case of eukaryotic cell, cell division takes place by mitotic or meiotic divisions. Mitosis takes place in body cells. Meiotic cell division takes place in reproductive cells. Nucleolus is absent in prokaryotic cell, whereas in case of eukaryotic cell, nucleolus is present. Examples for prokaryotic cells are bacteria and blue-green algae, eukaryotic cells, plants and animals. Now, let us see the structure of a cell. This is the structure of cell. Cell is generally composed of three basic components. What are those basic components? What is meant by basic components? It is common to each and every organism. Either it may be prokaryotic or eukaryote, or unicellular or multicellular. What are those basic components? Cell wall and cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. First, let us see what is cell membrane or plasma membrane. Plasma membrane or cell membrane, it is common to each and every organism. It is outermost layer in case of animal cell, but in case of plant cell, it is present next to the cell wall. Cell membrane is made up of lipoproteins. What is meant by lipoproteins? Lipids and proteins, made up of lipids and proteins. Cell membrane is a living membrane. It has fine pores, semi-permeable in nature. What it has fine pores in the sense small holes are present. Semi-permeable, semi, it allows only few substances to move in and out, but not all. That is why the cell membrane is called semi-permeable membrane. In plant cell, it is present next to the cell wall. But cell membrane is common to each and every organism. Now, cell wall. It is present in plant cell and also present in few microorganisms like fungi and bacteria. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. It is one of the polysaccharide. Cellulose is one of the sugar polysaccharide or complex sugar present in cell wall. Cell wall, it is freely permeable, not like cell membrane. Here it is freely permeable. It allows each and every substance to move in and out of the cell. It is absent in animal cell. It determines the shape and rigidity to the plant cell. It gives rigidity and particular shape to the plant cell. It protects plasma membrane in case of plant cell. It prevents desiccation or dryness in cell. Cytoplasm. It is a semi-fluid substance present next to the cell membrane and outside the nucleus. Cytoplasm is a semi-fluid substance or jelly-like substance present between cell membrane and outer layer of nucleus. It contains several organelles or membrane-bound organelles. Membrane-bound organelles are suspended or present in cytoplasm, and it is the site of many chemical reactions. All cellular chemical reactions, maximum chemical reactions takes place in cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the part of cytoplasm without organelles called cytosol. What is meant by cytosol? Cytoplasm without any membrane-bound organelles called cytosol. Next, nucleus. What is meant by nucleus? This is a structure of nucleus. It is a large spherical body. You can see the shape. It is spherical in shape, lying exactly in the center of the cytoplasm. It is surrounded by double membrane with nuclear pores. You can see double membrane called nuclear membranes with nuclear pores or holes. The fluid present inside the nucleus called nucleoplasm. It contains spherical shaped nucleolus, which is blue in color in this picture, called nucleolus. A network of chromatin fibers called chromosomes present in nucleoplasm. You can see hair-like structures present within this nucleus, red in color. These fibers are called chromatin fibers, which will condense during cell division and becomes chromosome. What is the function of nucleus? It regulates the cell cycle. Nucleus is the storehouse of genes. If removed, cell dies immediately. Just like our head, our brain, how it is important to our body. Like that, nucleus is very important to the cell. When nucleus is removed out of the cell dies immediately. Now, let us discuss few membrane-bound organelles. Endoplasmic reticulum. It is also one of the membrane-bound organelle present only in eukaryotes. As I told you already, membrane-bound organelles are present only in eukaryotes. Endoplasmic reticulum is an irregular network of double membraned tubules. It is continuous with nuclear membrane inside and plasma membrane outside. Endoplasmic reticulum. You can see the picture. This is the structure of endoplasmic reticulum. It is covered by two membranes. One end of the endoplasmic reticulum is connected to outer nuclear membrane. Another end connected to plasma membrane. What is its function? Endoplasmic reticulum is classified into two types. One is smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Why it is called smooth? Endoplasmic reticulum, if they possess ribosomes on its surface, you can see in this picture a dot-like structures called ribosomes present on the surface of endoplasmic reticulum. As the appearance is rough, it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth. What is meant by smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Endoplasmic reticulum without ribosomes, called smooth endoplasmic reticulum, because its appearance, it looks like smooth. What is its function? Endoplasmic reticulum is supportive framework of the cell, just like a skeleton, and it synthesizes and transports proteins and fats in the cell. Fat synthesis and protein synthesis, the manufacturing of proteins and fats. These two are manufactured by endoplasmic reticulum, and transportation also takes place with the help of endoplasmic reticulum. Now, the second membrane-bound organelle, mitochondria. Mitochondria have their own DNA and ribosomes. That's why they have a capability to replicate by themselves. Mitochondria is also, this is the picture of mitochondria, the second picture, covered by two membranes, the outer membrane and inner membrane. The inner membrane, you can see the inner membrane extended like finger-like projections. This inner membrane is called cristae. And within cristae, you can see the matrix. Mitochondria is a place which synthesizes, actually it is a place, synthesizes respiratory enzymes, and it is a place of respiration. What is mean by respiration? The breakdown of glucose in the presence of oxygen and release energy and carbon dioxide and water. So, energy is released and stored in the form of ATP. That is why the mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell. Why? Because it generates energy. It stores energy in the form of ATP. It is a site of aerobic respiration. Now, let us discuss one more membrane-bound organelle, that is Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex. What is meant by Golgi apparatus? It is a flattened membrane sacs. You can see the picture. The Golgi apparatus is very flat in nature. It consists of sacs, tubules, vesicles and vacuoles. You can see tubules, sacs, vesicles. It is a site of, it synthesizes and secretes different types of enzymes and hormones. In your body, whatever the different types of hormones as well as enzymes transported in your body is produced by Golgi apparatus. It is a site of enzyme and hormone production. Now, it also forms acrosome of sperm. Sperm is one of the male gamete. Sperm is a male gamete. The head of the sperm, the head region of the sperm is covered by acrosome. It is one of the layer. This acrosome is formed by using Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus forms this acrosome part of sperm. Sperm is a male gamete. The head region, the initial region, head region is covered by acrosome. This acrosome synthesis takes place by using Golgi apparatus. Now, ribosomes. These are small granule-like structures, as I told you already, present on the surface of endoplasmic reticulum, called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Sometimes these ribosomes freely distributed in the cytoplasm too. Ribosomes are also called protein factories. Why? Because it synthesizes proteins. This is the structure of cell. This is plant cell. How can you say it is a plant cell? See, chloroplast, the green color structure. It is present only in plant cell but not in animal cell. Now, see the different structures. This is nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, plasma membrane, ribosomes. Within nucleus, you can see nucleolus. Here the shape, if you see the shape suddenly, you can feel like it is animal cell. But due to the presence of chloroplast, you can conclude it as a plant cell. So generally, we can say that it is a eukaryotic cell. Answer the following questions. In the next class, we are going to discuss about cell division, types of cell division. Thank you.